Ross and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrument. Go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. All I got, walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's on God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! It's 59, left to 59. Watch the run, watch the run. I got you, I got you.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver. Chance of success as they did on that play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, John. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Newton to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
Here we go.
But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ding. Hey, alert!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rebutt. Check 15.
Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got this.
Now Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 120. Check. No. I'm coming after you. 12. Hey, gun. 59. 6 man. Check. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
But it brings up fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A first update now from Cincinnati, and early on the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's do this.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
they just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
Here we go.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Hey, Charlie. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
65. You got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
11. Bravo.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt.
At their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Set. Ready. 57.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again on second down. Newton going for the deep. He's got a man complete. A gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 80.
Don't get nervous.
57. Mike, 57.
Off play action. Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Tight dog.
McCaffrey following the penalty. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
The ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, it's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, Could be in for a long ball game. Now this one complete on the slant route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 180. 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We got this.
12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an even 90 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get there.
Garoppolo now. He's going to fire one deep over. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go. 59. Hey, high 7.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 180. 59. Mike to 59. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down, New Orleans.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Mike 5-9. 11. Clock.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So we reach down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd down and 11.
Set 1-8. Let's put him on the buses. Let's gun. 57 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Ready. 57 to Mike.
Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing again. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
Yeah, we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill. 12, fellas. Here we go. Kill.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. There's Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check right, check right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the Saints, 1st down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
36. 21. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he's able to find Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Garoppolo out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Complete to Alvin Kamara. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
It's our time. Check 15.
Garoppolo again. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 25 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Get that quarterback. Flag. Mike 5'9".
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
One, Omaha.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now his defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Bang, 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 bang. 49, check 49, check 49.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. It's complete to Diggs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
You ain't doing nothing.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check it back, check it back. 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with down the length of the drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180! Hey, gun.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike 5'9", 21.
Here you go,
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert! Smooth!
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Check. Watch 54. Cut. 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 180! Watch the flag! 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Block! Hey, over!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80! I'm going to run you. Hey, gun. Run you over. White. 21. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check. 12, fellas, here we go. 11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Check.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
21.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
That's it. 180. Focus, defense, focus. Check safety. Check. 20. You got tight.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Ready? 180. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11
180.
at the 31-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Carolina, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile,